So today there is a specific brand I wanted to talk about, guys. And to be real, I've been wanting to talk about this brand for a straight minute in racing games. And the funny part is I couldn't find a racing game with them until I got on Forza Horizon 3. As everyone does know, the Rolls-Royce, bro. Yes, I love this brand. If anyone is wondering, the last game that actually featured this car was Forza Horizon 3, but also Forza Motorsport in 2017 was technically the last game that had them. Here in Forza Horizon 3, guys, I figured it's open world. I could talk about these cars a bit more. We will have the Rolls-Royce Wraith, and then let me head over to my menu here, and the other car is the Rolls-Royce Dawn. So let me go back over to the main one, head over to Forza Vista here, and I can show off the Wraith, guys. Now, the reason why I really like this brand, I'm gonna be real, these are probably some of my favorite cars ever, dude. Like, for one, bro, look at the V12 in this thing, man. How do you not like that? But also, it's just the styling of a Rolls, man. I don't really know what it is, like the way the doors open backwards. These cars are basically tanks, and they're so dang unique looking. I know people, like, maybe not everybody likes them, or, not everyone's, like, the biggest fan of these cars, bro. But the funny part is, I've been seeing so many people ask where Rolls-Royce is in racing games. Dude, again, we have not seen these since Forza Motorsport in 2017. And Forza Horizon 3, if we really think about it right now, was technically the last big open world game that featured this brand. And to be honest, can y'all come back in Forza Horizon 6, bro? I would love to see Rolls back in games, dude. Like, imagine a Rolls-Royce, guys. Look at the interior in this thing. I would probably say, again, not everyone might not be the biggest fan of how these cars look, dude, but I've been to a few of them in person. I've sat in some. I've looked at a few, dude, and I just gotta admit, once you sit in a Rolls and you just kind of experience it, you close the door, bro, it just makes you go, wow, I can see it. But here, okay, so this is the Wraith. Let me back out of this real quick, though, and head over to my cars, and then go over to the other one, which is the Dawn. Now, I'm going to be real. I like the Wraith, but for some odd reason, I like the body style of the Dawn. But I really do think a lot of people would probably pick the Wraith over the Dawn, I would probably guess. Guys, let me know your thoughts. Which car would you pick and why? Wraith or Dawn? I mean, they're obviously both big, massive V12s, which is absolutely insane. And the styling of a Rolls, dude, like, if you go to Miami, you'll most likely see some of these, which is probably why I like them. I've seen a good amount of them down there. I've seen a few where I live, but they're obviously kind of rare because these cars are range anywhere from like two to like 700 plus $1,000, and you can kind of see why, bro. Like, obviously, these things look wild. Now, for some reason, though, I gotta admit, I do like the wheels on the Dawn more than the Wraith. I think those wheels look a bit nicer, at least in my opinion. Let me go over to this and check out the interior. You guys will see it's similar to the other car, a little bit different. I love the woodwork and stuff in there and the overall, like, simplicity of these cars. And as we all know, every car nowadays probably has a screen that basically covers most of the entire dashboard, if you know what I'm saying, which is kind of insane, guys. But I gotta admit, though, Rolls-Royce is such a cool brand, dude, and I would really love to see these in more racing games. It's kind of wild to me, man. Y'all realize that we have technically not seen these in racing games for 8 years now. In an open world game, it's been like basically 9. Isn't that kind of crazy, bro? Am I just tripping out? Like, we have not seen this brand out. Obviously, it probably comes down to like a licensing issue. Maybe Rolls-Royce doesn't want to be in games anymore. I have no idea. I could probably dive deeper into it and probably find some stuff. Maybe they don't want to be part of that. Maybe they don't want to. And yes, I am driving the Wraith right now. Maybe they don't want to be part of it. Maybe they don't want to be part of racing games. I have no clue. I wish they would be, though, because I feel like a lot of players would probably love to have these cars. When I first got on this game, guys, I did not even know the Rolls-Royce was in. Look at this thing, bro. Look at the body design. Like, how do you not like a Wraith, dude? How do you not like a Wraith? And here's the interior view. I admit, I think these cars look kind of insane. Now, some people might be like, they look so boring inside. And you know what's funny? People probably say that, dude. And the thing is, we all do know how most cars nowadays are so dang high-tech with different things and all kinds of stuff, which we all do know having technology in a car is good, right? It's good, but it's also not, as we all do know how a lot of cars are broken nowadays. Let me get to the road. Be a good thing, dude. One thing I noticed right off the bat when driving this car in this game is I've only driven the Wraith and the Dawn once. It was for one of the bucket list events. That was the only time I actually drove them. And I admit, dude, I kind of think both cars actually feel really good. Now, yes, they obviously feel heavy. In real life, these cars are tanks, bro. They are super heavy. Big V12 would probably give that away. And also the design of them Even the door's heavy. Have you guys ever opened a door on a Rolls-Royce before? I'm not kidding, bro. When I first opened the door on one, I'm like, bro, it literally feels so dang heavy. It's insane. Like, these cars are just super overbuilt, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, as a lot of people probably want an overbuilt vehicle over something that would break or, you know, have issues. Now, the one thing is, though, depending on how you guys want to use these cars, I would say that could be a big reason why maybe these cars don't show up in some games. Like, I'm gonna be real. I would rather not see Rolls-Royce in Motorfest or the Crew, because though that game does not have vehicle classes, bro. So if you add cars like this or different cars to the game, a lot of them might end up becoming useless because you can't really use them in anything, man. At least in Forza, the car is obviously in a vehicle class. Now, I don't know if they're going to add Rolls to Forza Horizon 6. Part of me is really hoping they will. Because, man, this thing is fun to drive, dude. Like, yeah, I'm only going about 130-ish miles an hour right now. I don't know why I'm in this speed zone, probably because I passed through it anyway. I wanted to come to this road here, though, and just kind of, like, cruise in the rolls and check out the area. I picked the two-tone color, like the grayish and black on the hood there, and I really do like the way the chrome wheels actually look when you're driving the car. Maybe they don't look as bad as I thought. Maybe they don't look as bad as I thought. Now, speaking of one thing I have to admit, though, if we could ever see some of these cars in a racing game, man, I would personally love to see a Rolls-Royce Wraith Black Badge. Now, if y'all are wondering, that's obviously the same as the Wraith we have in this game. It's just obviously modified a bit. This car is a 6.6-liter V12, which is absolutely insane. These cars are basically hand-built, man, so that's probably why they're so dang expensive. I did actually end up finding a few for sale for like 130K. Now, before you say it, that's a 2016 model, so it's basically around the same time as this game. You can find those for like 130-ish K, but brand new Rolls-Royce Wraith Black Badges, bro, they're like 550,000. So as I said before, these cars are not cheap, dude. Now, if we're going to be crazy for a minute, would I buy... You know what? Let me switch over to the Dawn real quick. But as I was saying, if I had to pick something like that and someone was like, hey, dude, you could get this Lambo or something like a Rolls... What would y'all pick, like, being real? I do understand, yes, they are different cars, obviously. They're not the same thing at all. Lambo's really quick, obviously, most of them. A Rolls-Royce is kind of like a luxury, I'm a chillin' big dog type of thing in my car. You know what I mean? Dude, look at the Dawn, bro. You remember how I was saying I really do like the Wraith, bro? The Dawn is just also such a dope car, man. Like, look at this thing. Oh, what's up, brother? Look at this thing, dude. Man, I love how these look. I'm pretty sure the badge on the front, like, goes into the car. I think it does or something like that. Let me go drive this car. This car feels a little bit different. Feels a little bit more heavy. Obviously, it is longer. And you can actually feel that a bit when driving it. But as I was saying before about the Lamborghini thing with the Rolls, like, if I had initial chance, guys, and someone was like, you can get this Lambo or you can get, like, a Wraith Black Badge or something like that. To be real, dude, I honestly don't know what I would pick. Like, being honest. People are probably like, what block? Like, don't get me wrong. Everyone loves Lamborghinis. I mean, heck, dude. Every other comment on certain IG pages are, where's the SVJ? Like, people are obsessed with that car. I love it. Those are also like $1 million now. It's kind of wild, dude, is I actually went to one of the first unveilings of the SVJ in Miami. And I think the car was like 400-something thousand or 500 grand brand new. Now they're over $1 million. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just wild, bro? It's crazy how expensive, like, kind of everything is. And the thing is, though, if you are like into those type of cars, you'd obviously buy that. But a Wraith is probably, or even a Dawn is a different type of vehicle. I feel like when you see a Rolls, you're like, hey, there's a Rolls. Like, they kind of stand out. You know what I'm saying? Let me go in first person here and drive this thing like that. One of my favorite cars in Forza Horizon 5, which kind of reminds me of the Dawn, is the Bentley Flying Spur. I also really do like those type of cars. I'm weird, bro. It's okay. I like off-road vehicles. I love things like the Wraith. Like, I'd probably take something like the Dawn or Wraith over like a Lambo. I'm weird, bro. It's okay. You can say it, because I already know it. But I'm serious, though, guys. Would y'all like to see Rolls-Royce come back in racing games, man? Let me be the first one to say it. I would love to. Because I feel like seeing this brand come back in racing games, dude, would be so dope. It's kind of wild to me. The last open world game to have a Rolls-Royce was actually Forza Horizon 3 9 years ago, man. Just think about that for a minute. We have not had these cars in anything. Obviously, a Rolls-Royce would not make a lot of sense in Need for Speed, as I think people would probably lower it and camber it. Yeah, I could see that for sure. But also, it would be kind of dope to see these cars show up in more racing games. I have been seeing so many people asking about these cars, literally everywhere, bro. I've been seeing a lot of comments of people going, yo, where's the Rolls-Royce? Or can we get another one of these cars? Or why are these cars not showing up in racing games anymore, man? I've been seeing a lot of people like, add the Rolls in a Motorfest, or, yo, can we please get the Rolls in Forza? And I'm like, well, we had it in 3, so I'm wondering if the entire licensing issue, maybe something happened with Rolls-Royce, maybe they don't want to be in games anymore. That was kind of what I thought. Maybe the licensing thing ran out in Motorsport, and they're like, yo, we're going to be in this game finally, but we will not be in any other Forza game. Maybe something happened along the way. I don't know, dude, but I would personally love to see a return of this brand in racing games, dude. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro. I keep rambling on about Rolls. I don't know what it is, dude. Like, I just love the style of these cars. I like how they're designed. The overall handcrafted design, they're so dang unique looking, and just, they have a big V12 in them as well, which is just awesome. And just the styling of the wood in them and the way the wheels are designed, the way the doors open, dude, they truly are a unique vehicle. Sure, they might not be for everybody, but I feel like a majority of people would probably still easily love these cars, and most likely, as I said before, would love to see them in racing games. Would y'all like to see the Rolls return into Forza Horizon 6 personally? I kind of hope they do, but we also know licensing, so maybe it's just not possible anymore. I might have to take a deep dive into this. And let me end off with this. Which Rolls-Royce is your favorite and why, guys? It could be a brand new one, could be an old one. Do let me know what you all think.